I pressed send. My promotion party is this Saturday. Hope you'll come. Silence. Then my sister replied, "We're busy, don't wait." A minute later, my mother chimed in, "You only think about yourself." I stared at the glowing screen. Not shock, not pain, just confirmation of what I already knew. They had cut themselves out of my life long before I stopped inviting them. This was just the final stitch. When I was younger, I would have begged, pleaded for their attention, their approval. I remember bringing home good grades while my sister, drunk at 16, was carried into the house like a wounded hero. She was celebrated for chaos. I was invisible for achievement. And my mother, she always made sure the scales tipped in my sister's favor. "Don't brag," she'd hiss if I dared share my accomplishments. "No one likes arrogance." So I learned silence. I learned to achieve in the shadows. And I learned that family can be the sharpest blade. But patterns reveal themselves over time. Every milestone in my life, ignored. My graduation, they claimed food poisoning. My first job, they said they were too tired to come to dinner. My sister's birthday, though, a parade of balloons, cakes, endless praise. And the worst part, they didn't even hide their contempt. Once, I overheard my mother whisper on the phone, "Don't worry about her. She'll never make it far. She's just average." Average. That word never left me. It didn't break me, it forged me. So when the promotion came, I didn't tell them right away. I built something instead. A celebration they couldn't ignore. Not a dinner in some quiet corner, but a party that would be documented, photographed, shared. A hall filled with colleagues, friends, mentors, the kind of people who would stand in the photos with me, champagne raised, my name echoing in toasts. If my family wouldn't acknowledge me, the world would. And I would make sure my family saw it. The invitations went out to everyone except them. When I finally texted the family group chat, it wasn't an invitation, it was bait. I already knew what they'd say. I counted on it. Their dismissal was predictable, mechanical. They didn't disappoint. Saturday arrived. The room shimmered with gold and glass. Laughter bounced off the walls. My name was printed on banners, etched into the cake, whispered in congratulations. Cameras flashed. Phones captured every smile, every speech, every embrace. I posed with my new boss, with old professors, with friends who had become family by choice. Each shot was deliberate, curated. That night, as the last toast rang out, I posted the photos. Not one or two, an album, a flood. Captions sharp enough to cut. Surrounded by love. Grateful for those who truly support me. And then I turned off my phone. By morning, the messages were waiting. My sister first, "Wow, you didn't even tell us it was that big. People are asking why we weren't there. Do you know how embarrassing that is?" Then my mother, "Why would you post those things? You're trying to make us look bad." Finally, "Delete them right now." I didn't. I let the photos breathe. I let people ask the questions I knew would sting. Where was your family? The silence that followed wasn't mine to explain. It was theirs. Here's the thing about revenge. It doesn't always need fire or destruction. Sometimes it's colder, quieter. My family thrived on diminishing me, on convincing me I was small, invisible, forgettable. So I gave them the one thing they couldn't stand: visibility. Proof of my success. Proof of the love I'd built outside of them. Proof that I was never average. They wanted me to need them. Instead, I made them irrelevant. Now, every time they see those photos, circulating, tagged, celebrated, they're reminded of the truth. That the world showed up for me when they wouldn't. That their absence is louder than their presence ever was. And I finally feel free. Because the best revenge wasn't their downfall, it was showing them I rose without them. Final thought. I didn't block them. I didn't delete the chat. I leave it open so every win I share drips into their feed like poison. They taught me silence. I taught them regret. And that's a language they can never unlearn.